I wonder if this is what Irving meant by answers.
Not sure. But obviously there's a connection here with Umbrella. And that's never a good sign.
We can worry about this later. First, we need to find out about Jill.
You're right. Let's see what we can dig up.
I don't know, I'd rather know what's going on with Umbrella. Hi everyone, Cendril here, along with Knight.
Hello everybody, Scholar, aka Finn Feather Dragon here.
And welcome to Chapter 5-1, beginning of Chapter 5, in the Underground Garden. Is there anything back here?
We looked around a little bit after the last reporting. I don't think we found much.
Yeah, there's not much here. So I wanted to
You
check
can-
the cave further back. To be like, because you spawn here, then don't look back at the elevator.
Yeah. But you can look at some of the things that's like, what was this used for? Oh, this must be for the flowers or something like that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of that. Here, you can see an emblem. Oh, the emblem didn't save. Shoot that. That's good, I can show it off.
Just looking at that logo makes me sick. Talking about the Umbrella logo.
Yup. What did Umbrella need with all this heavy equipment here? It's Umbrella. What do you think they needed with all this heavy equipment here?
We see Umbrella manufactures these giant steel umbrellas, so they need all the equipment in order to do that.
If that's what they did, the world would be a much better place. Unfortunately, that's not what Umbrella does. Okay. Was Umbrella doing research on these flowers? Probably. It's Umbrella. Okay, to move on...
Let me see if I get something else for the flowers before you go too far. They weren't after these flowers, were they?
Yeah, maybe they wouldn't shock me. Okay, I think that's everything here. We looked around again. We found that that emblem, but that's oh, wait a minute. Clipboard with some old and new documents attached to it. Construction supervisor's log. Finally kicked the something from the ruins they were squatting in. I have heard it was just to get this flower field, but that's the least of my concerns right now. One thing I do know is that construction here has been a colossal headache. Trying to build something among these ruins is almost impossible to begin with. And just to get started, we had to change the groundwater channels. That meant the, quote, flower bed, unquote, wasn't getting irrigated properly. Now the flowers are dying. And to top it all off, I have that head researcher, Brandon, breathing down my neck. He says he wants the facilities to be at least 3 times bigger than originally planned. So after that got approved, they fired the supervisor before me, Peter. Not sure why though. Maybe he looked at them wrong or something. If I let these flowers die, the same thing will happen to me. Can't help but sympathize with poor Petey. Working these science types is a pain in the ass. I hope we find a new water source soon. Our surveys showed that there might be some groundwater 500 meters or so. That's pretty deep, so we'll probably have to use that new pump system the Fabino company makes. Hopefully that'll work, but with how everything has went so far, I'm sure something will go wrong. Only problem is that I have no idea when I'll be getting those new pumps. Even best case scenario, there's no way we'll get those new pumps in here and set up before the year is out. Looks like we'll just have to use old-fashioned manpower to fetch water for these flowers so they don't die. Looks like I'm going to be spending the last Christmas of the 60s away from my family in a dank, dark cave playing gardener for some flowers. Ain't life a bitch. Document following this is newer. Administrator's log. Pumps are properly irrigating the progenitor flowers, but they still require a lot of maintenance. Umbrella installed these pumps over 30 years ago. It's a wonder that they still even work. Tank that filters the water is barely holding up. We need to replace those pumps as soon as possible. In a lucky turn, I found the log of Umbrella's construction supervisor. It said the pump system here was designed by a company named Fabino. I think we use Fabino pumps in our Natural Resources Development Division. I'll talk to Mr. Irving, the foreman at the oil plant, see if we can't get some newer pumps from him. So, Umbrella was here, like, 40 plus years ago, doing stuff with these flowers.
Crazy.
Yeah. Chief Researcher Brandon Journal. Oh, that asshole. I mean, 1966. Mr. Spencer once spoke of a flower called the Stairway to the Sun. I thought it was heaven. Supposedly, this flower would give the person who consumed it incredible abilities. Everyone thought it was nothing more than a rumor or legend that Mr. Spencer was telling us, but later research would prove us wrong.
Don't you know, Stairway to the Sun is copyright free?
That's true. First person to recognize the validity of that story was my teacher, Dr. James Marcus. He hypothesized that a virus, hereto unknown, might exist that could alter DNA. Man was so...
Precipitous?
I have no clue. That goes beyond my vocabulary. His hypothesis turned out to be correct. The virus discovered in the flower was labeled progenitor, so that's what they were growing in those flowers back there. That special virus. For 3 months in Africa, we worked diligently, fretting over results and staved off attacks from the...
Nindipaya, I guess.
Nindipaya. It's the natives that we've been fighting, I think. After such time, our efforts were finally rewarded. Of course, back then I'm sure they weren't crazy, injected with the virus and everything. They were just defending the land properly.
Yeah, this is probably like ancestral land or whatever.
Yeah. Even Dr. Marcus, who until yesterday looked exhausted, was in good spirits. He wants to return home as soon as possible to delve deeper into his research. I feel the same way. I want to learn the secrets of this progenitor virus as soon as possible. 1967. February 12th. We hit the metaphorical brick wall. We brought the progenitor flowers back from Africa and attempted to cultivate it here. The initial culture samples of the progenitor virus have not shown DNA-altering characteristics. Cultivated the flower to mass-produce the progenitor virus. At first, everything proceeded smoothly. Plants were strong, grew quickly, and in a short amount of time they flowered. Here is when a major problem surfaced. The flowers did not contain the progenitor virus. Perhaps the environment in which they're grown triggers the development of the virus. This matter must be investigated further. March 23rd. We've made no progress. We've tried cultivating the flower under different conditions, but with no luck. In triggering development of the virus itself. Thus far we have tried changing the soil, water, temperature, light exposure, all with no success. I got into a heated debate with Dr. Marcus about the direction this research was taking. During that debate, Mr. Spencer interjected some foolhardy notion of starting a company. Some company. Without a progenitor virus, there's no point in starting a company. Do you not see that? It's all pointless. If you don't know who Mr. Spencer is, he is the founder of Umbrella, so he started Umbrella. Great. Some stupid company.
Wants to protect people from the rain. Gosh.
Wrong Umbrella.
I'm gonna be making those jokes. I'm here all night, people.
Chief Researcher Brandis Journal number 2. This is where you get a ton of backstory, if you can't tell, by the way.
Plot dump.
Yeah. 1968. Been over a year since we had any breakthroughs. That's why Dr. Marcus and I have decided to return to Africa. We can no longer continue our research without the progenitor virus. I know those routine attacks by the Nidapaya are really going to rack my nerves, but for the sake of our research, I will persevere. In the face of my foreseen dismay, it was Mr. Spencer who provided the answer. If you're worried about the Nidapaya, then we'll just have to remove them from the equation. I can only imagine the look of shock on our faces. The idea never occurred to us. It was quite an atypical solution to our problem, but it seemed to be the only option available. Dr. Marcus and I decided to try Mr. Spencer's plan. August 19th. Finally, some good news. We learned they were able to chase the Nidapaya off their land. The land we acquired only amounts to half of those underground ruins, but if it includes the area where the progenitor flower grows, should be no issues. Mr. Spencer said he plans to conduct research facilities at the site, which will expedite our research into the virus. Hastily made our preparations to depart for Africa, but Mr. Spencer requested that Dr. Marcus stay in Raccoon City, take over the training center. We initially taken back by this request, but we soon realized it was the logical course of action. Dr. Marcus needs a calm environment to properly conduct his research. If he were in Africa, there would be no proper facility for him to use at this time. Just hope the African research facilities get built sooner. So now I will go alone to Africa and send back samples of the progenitor virus to Dr. Marcus. Both Dr. Marcus and Mr. Spencer agree this is the best course of action. I have to start making preparations to go. I have a feeling I'll be pretty busy starting tomorrow. September 29th. I've been in Africa for 2 weeks now. This is a good thing Dr. Marcus isn't here. This place is far from being a paradise of research and scientific study. The so-called research facilities are nothing more than a bunch of tents. We have to employ armed soldiers to keep the Nitapaya at bay. The thing that gets on my nerves the most is the sound of the construction for the real research facilities. How am I supposed to concentrate on research when everything is threatening to drive me insane? I'm trying to just concentrate on extracting virus samples from the progenitor flower so I can send them to Dr. Marcus so he can make a super virus to inject Mr. Spencer with so he can become God. Hopefully, if I focus on my work, I can remain sane in this godforsaken place. 1969. The research facilities are finally complete. This is the real Umbrella Africa Research Center. UARC for short. Not just some pile of tents. But I've come to a realization in the past 9 months. Facilities are too small for our needs. We need to make them larger, more suitable for research. Then we can fill them with more talented researchers. This place needs to be our front line in our progenitor virus research. Our results will do a great service to Dr. Marcus and his viral research. In a rare turn of events, that old skinflint Spencer actually agreed with me on this.
Ooh. Somebody didn't like their job.
Power on. Hey, it's the Umbrella logo. Research Center, Dr. Brander's Journal. 1998. We've closed down the Research Center. It's strange, but I don't really care. I'm indifferent to the whole thing. I feel the same way as when I heard that the Arclay facility in Raccoon City were destroyed. When did I become so apathetic? I've spent every waking moment researching and extracting the progenitor virus. Everything I did was for Dr. Marcus for 30 plus years. Actually, when I think about it, probably stopped caring the day I heard he died all those years ago. I didn't feel angry or happy or even shocked. I felt nothing at all. It was as if all my emotions just shut down. I just keep sending out samples of the progenitor virus to all Umbrella's laboratories. I was just an automated machine reporting to Umbrella headquarters every time one of my subordinates made a breakthrough or discovered something new. I was like a zombie ambling through life. No thoughts, no feelings. Now that the research center where I've spent half my life is closed, I really don't care one way or another. Probably all for the best. Perhaps it's too late to have any semblance of life again. See, he did this for 30 years. He was here at the beginning.
Sketches. Nothing of use.
Yep.
Come on!
Got the same thing
I'm
there.
gonna
How crazy is that?
A telegram from James Marcus. T-virus development a success. January 13th, 1978. J. Marcus. Okay.
The T-virus. Which is in a few other resumes. Handgun ammo. Pick that up.
I'm full up. I don't think I can
Yep.
pick it up.
You can't. I checked your inventory. Oh,
Oh.
good. I know what you are.
Don't know what you are, but come out.
Invoice copy. 5 cases of the progenitor sample, December 15th, 1977. To Dr. Marcus from Dr. Bailey. Empty case, nothing worth taking. Lies! Take the case and throw it. Everything's a weapon.
I don't have a use for it.
Crud. I don't either. I can't hold it anyway. Alright.
They must be processing these flowers to make something.
I wonder what it is, considering all the
Did you
documents
not
we
read
read.
the file?
The facility from the picture. No doubt about it.
We're finally getting somewhere.
The game assumes you just skipped it. And look what it is. It's the Tricell logo.
Tricell researcher Miguel's journal, number 1. February 19th. When I heard that it was the laboratory used by Umbrella in Africa, expectations were raised, to say the least. But when I saw it, well, it's a lab in name only. I don't know how Umbrella ever used it, and Lord knows how Tricell could possibly have any use for it. This place was abandoned long ago, so there's nothing there of any value to us. Not one piece of lab equipment remains. At least nothing that still works. I can't say I'm surprised because I have expected this. Anyway, the important thing is the progenitor virus. If we didn't need that virus for our research, there'd be no need to come to this run-down Umbrella facility anyway. We already have samples of the T virus, the G virus, and the T Veronica virus, and even the Las Plagas parasite. We have everything we need for our research. We just didn't have the damn progenitor virus. Well, we finally got our hands on it. Hopefully this will give us the much needed breakthrough in our research. I can't wait to start working on it. March 7th. I wonder who came up with the name Liquor for those creatures. I mean, we see its long tongue, you know that it's the perfect name. Okay. But for researchers like me, BOWs like Liquors are just a pain in the ass. If I said Liquors were too perfect, I'd probably go too far in my praise. But they're pretty much an evolutionary dead end. There's no room left for improvement. BOWs that were created using the T virus don't seem to show much improvement when the progenitor virus is administered. I mean, their abilities show some slight improvement. For example, their sense of smell seems more or less improved. But that's all we've got so far. They're still blind as an old lady, and they're ugly as shit. The biggest jump in the evolution seems to be their ability to reproduce. I hate when things don't go according to plan, but since there's still a demand for liquors on the BOW market, I guess things aren't all bad.
Those of you that know the liquor enemy, well, you know why I'm shivering.
Same flower used to be making bioweapons.
So it's flowers again. Somehow I don't think these are for Mother's Day.
Appropriate. Mother's Day is coming up.
It is. Shotgun shells.
Thank you.
So.
An email to an acquaintance. Let you read this one.
Hey, I know this is sudden, but I'm going to be getting some time off soon. We completed most of our work on the new, quote, project, unquote. Sorry, you know I can't talk about work. So they're giving us some time off as a reward for all our hard work. All the staff are leaving tomorrow, and we'll finally be getting out of this country. Heading straight back to Arizona. Can't wait to get home and see everyone. More than that, I think I'll just be happy to get away from that high and mighty Miguel. Guy thinks he's some sort of super genius. Miguel's a guy that sits next to me at work. He's a good researcher and all, don't get me wrong. He's got some good ideas and is good at noticing details. Every time he opens his mouth, he just goes on and on about how great he is. You can't even begin to imagine what torture it is to hear that day in and day out. Wish we made a sedative I could give him. Forget all that. Matters is that I should be back home within the next few days. When I get back, I'll give you a call. You gotta go out and get smashed. Could use the break. Talk to you soon, Ryan.
Well, apparently Miguel needs a Tic Tac.
That's great.
On you. Never mind.
Oh, that's great. That right there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's fine.
You know,
Somebody just got very enthusiastic with some strawberry jam.
That's it. And just clawed, couldn't get the jar open and just clawed it. So there's just strawberry jam everywhere now.
I mean, can you blame him? We really won't damn you.
Yeah. Let's see, more strawberry jam. Just could not get any of the jars open. They were all completely sealed. Terrible.
It looks like he had to smash this one against the wall.
Yeah. Just really bad.
I feel his pain. Rifle. That doesn't look suspicious at all.
Nah, not at all. It's fine. There we go. Oh, it's more jam. They had a lot of strawberry jam here.
Good grief, yeah they did.
Looks like it was torn apart by animals. Not a way to go. Oh, not just animals, Chris.
Looks like he was attacked by wild animals. What a horrible way to die.
You should know better than that.
Chris should know better. Shiva has full pardon to not know what's going on.
Well, she probably got briefed at some point. I mean, she is BSAA.
And she probably got briefed, but never seen it like to this extent. Lever. Pull lever.
11.
Hi.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, breaking that glass, I didn't know what was gonna happen, but it still made me jump. No idea why. Rats? Big rats. Oh, looks like a gazelle.
Is a really big rat. It's a dire rat. Kill it. It may not be dire. It could just be a.
The one next to it's dire.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah, you're definitely a dire rat.
Some lab animals. How long have they been locked up? Dire rats.
Okay. Cage for lab animals. BOW research, I suppose.
Yep, that's it.
The fact that they're alive should tell you something, though. Means they're being cared for. Yeah, wild dog. You just shoot the dog?
Yes. They've attacked us before.
Yeah. This goat's acting weird.
Not sure if the goats will attack us. The dog has a high chance of attacking us because it has before. So.
That goat was actually buying, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it.
No witnesses. Not even it. There's another herb, which is sad. We left that
I know, right? Oh, crap!
Nope. God. That is a liquor.
More. Ah!
I don't like liquor so lame.
Okay, I take that back. That was not strawberry jam. That's clearly liquors.
Lionheart.
Here.
Reload your shotgun? Still 4 shells. Which is good, but I was thinking about taking the thing with us.
Oh, the plant?
The green herb, yeah.
Okay, guess I'll get this door. I think you work for it.
Yeah, they do. For whatever reason.
And remember, Knight has never played a Resident Evil. That was the first time she ever saw a liquor. That's the reason I screamed.
You haven't seen just what they can do yet. They like to jump and move around a lot. They're really annoying.
Wanna?
We got all this handgun ammo. Oh,
Really,
red herb.
Gabe? A red herb?
Okay.
I'm about to throw this incinerator to make this work.
Yeah, just... Yeah. Yeah, let's ditch the incendiary. As much as I like the incendiary.
I like it too, but...
I've got all this handgun ammo. I really don't want to get rid of it. So, run back.
Alright, we're gonna play... Are you... Ah, come on!
Okay, we still take the red herb. Combine
The
it.
upper this side. That's fine. Because red herb's more valuable than the green one.
Yeah. Open the safe. Money! Gold bars, 3,000.
Let's see what's in here. Ooh!
What is in there?
Another machine gun.
Oh, it's the HK-74. It's probably better, But I'm not a fan of HK-74s in games, so if you would like to have it, you can take it.
I'm full. I can't take it.
We get you the handgun ammo. All the spare handgun ammo, because you already have 2 full stacks. Give me something, and then you can take it and just use it. You can just use the ammo out of it. And then store it for later.
Exactly.
Like I said, it's probably it'll more than likely be stronger than the MP5, but hey, I like the MP5. So.
Yeah, I understand that.
Actually, give me. No, this is fine. I'll carry your shotgun shells.
Inventory management. Once we get ambushed a few more times, we'll run out of ammo.
That's true.
Or handgun ammo.
Which I can't pick up.
Thank God there weren't more of them.
Yeah, we wouldn't last in a fight with a whole horde.
I'm gonna remember you said that. Your character said that.
Okay, so she does know about lookers. Notice was walking speed. It looks like Chris is slightly faster. Walking speed wise.
More handgun ammo. Come on, game. Now you're giving it all the handgun ammo after I don't use it?
Right? I
There's
can
a
open up that
lever
door.
here.
Get back on this side before you pull that.
Yeah, exactly.
This?
It lights. I see liquors in there.
Oh yeah. Can we shoot him from here?
You know what?
No, I'm hitting the wall.
Alright.
Come on!
And push. Not the gun I want to have out right now.
I don't think they'll notice us.
Oh yeah. Shh, shh, shh.
Guess their senses are weak.
Yeah.
Just to be safe, we should be as quiet as possible.
We should be as quiet as possible. As you can see, there's 4 liquors there. You suck! Throw your grenade. That'll work. That meant the,
I know what you meant, but I was getting myself a cat. Alright. Don't hurt, I don't care.
Some shots. That works. That works.
It works well.
Stand back up.
One more, okay. Stand back up. That's what I thought. So cool stuff.
You can use that. It's the liquor name. And the quick set. Get a lot of money out of this. We use a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Pick up. Load. Give the. Alright, give me the shotgun shells I gave you.
Another Lionheart. We'll get a lot of money out of this. If nothing else.
Yeah, we will.
From the Lionhearts. That liquor saw me. A loser.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, you can go by without them attacking, if I remember right.
Yeah, you looks like you probably just have to sneak around it.
Yeah.
I like that glass is broken. We still got the option to go for the door. Or we can swat through.
Yeah, gotta use the door.
So if you're low on money and you don't mind the bullets, it'd be worth fighting those liquors.
This is actually a good place for cash, yeah, if you don't mind fighting the liquors and you have some bullets because of the Lionhearts they drop. By the way, if you're sneaking this, when you open the door, open the door. Do not kick the door.
Yes, because as you can see, there was glass on this side. But feel free to kick open that door, because that doesn't count, clearly.
No, you're already past some of that point.
You gotta think, though, if their liquors and the animals are still alive, something's probably here feeding them.
It's true. Shotgun's there.
I finally got a full barrel again.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Guess what we're gonna have to do? Why are you so slow, elevator?
Right? I just realized I didn't have my mini-map up. Whoops.
Works. Ooh, try to grab that if you can.
I don't think I'm gonna risk it. Nope. They're coming. I'm not risking it. Come here.
Let me in. That's fine.
If they were further away from it, maybe. Okay.
Stuff.
Oh,
There's a hand grenade, some handgun ammo, machine gun ammo. I need some shotgun shells.
what are we up to on time? We still good?
Yeah. Oh well. No, now's a good time to stop.
Okay.
Man, no rifle ammo.
Nope.
Heck,
You got shafted.
We've got a lot of handgun ammo.
Yeah, we do.
You just want to start firing the 45 clip into something.
Yeah, because we have 125 on standby. Yeah, I'm just gonna start using the handgun, I think.
I don't know when I got all that machine gun ammo, but thanks.
Okay. Well, that was fun. Well, those were liquors. I'm Ben Nice Scarlet. I'll see y'all later.
I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.